What's up, everybody? It's your homie Reckless, and I am here to show you something really fucking cool today. So, as you guys know, my girlfriend Stoner Trash got me a Ender 3 V2 recently. I've been printing like crazy. I've got some really nice high quality pics. They'll probably pop up in the corner over here. I haven't even run the highest quality settings on my Ender yet. I've just been running dynamic quality. But I've got my prints coming out really fine, really nice looking, and I'm super proud. I actually have one print right here. This is one of the prints I did with my Ender 3. You can hardly tell it's printed. Yeah, super stoked. And I've got a bunch of other little Space Marine guys too. I've been printing some miniatures. I've been printing some trouser snakes and all kinds of fucking dick toys and fucking all kinds of stuff. My printer's completely done up with new prints and it looks sick. But today we're gonna show you something different. So because I really got into the printing and I really got into the small miniature super high quality prints, I just picked myself up one of these beauties. So what I got here, if I zoom out just a tad, or just adjust my shit. So what we have here is an Anycubic Photon resin printer. So yeah, I'm super fucking stoked. This is how it came in the box. It's very, very simple to assemble. Basically what I'm going to be doing is putting a knob on this door. Then I'll be installing and leveling my build plate. And that's it. That's the entire setup of how to get this thing going. So what came in the package was some paper filters. They have screens in the bottom for the resin. We have a hardware pack. We have our after-sale service card. Don't lose that. We also have, obviously, the build plate. We have our power supply and adapter. It came with a mask, one mask. It looks like everyone's got these nowadays with all this bullshit going on anyways. It came with some gloves. Came with a Fan Dancy plastic scraper. Came with some Allen keys. Some more Allen keys. Really nice one with a handle on it. Ooh, fancy. Yeah. I wish more companies gave out fucking Allen keys like that. That's fucking nice. You can hardly see it because everything's black. But yeah, there you go. A black handled, black shafted Allen key that you can't see. Looks like a fucking wand. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. And it came with a little tiny flathead screwdriver. And a USB memory card, because that's where you're going to be putting all your files. So, I have resin, but my fat film hasn't come in yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this thing up, and then we're going to have to wait a few days to finish this video, but you guys are going to be watching it all in one piece. So, let's go to the setup. Alright, so we're over here at the printing creation table. So I'm just going to put this knob on here, and then we're going to set this thing up and get into some printing later on in this video. Alright, so I don't think I have to explain this too much. This is basically just installing a knob. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Pretty simple. I'm actually probably going to print a skull for this thing at some point. I just want to get it set up so that I can start printing right away. So yeah. Bam. As you can see, that's a knob. Look at that. It does what knobs do. It's installed. Good to go. Alright, now for the build plate. As you can see, it looks real pretty. Like real pretty. So I'm going to want to loosen up this Allen key in here. These are super simple for leveling. So the printing bed is actually on a ball joint. Just lay it down on a piece of A4 paper and tighten it all up, and that's level. Like, good to go. So that's what we're gonna do now. Just want to remove my resin vat so that I can get my build plate in there. So as you can see, this is also really nicely made. Yeah, I mean, like, this is some good looking shit right here. I'm really impressed with the entire construction of this printer. Everything's very heavy duty as well. Like, this is awesome. I'm like super happy. So I'm gonna remove this film. Alright, so you guys can see this post right here. You just slide that block right on there. Tighten that up. I want to get my piece of A5 paper. I took the build plate out before turning it on because I wasn't sure if the build plate was going to go up and down, and I didn't want anything to get damaged. So just going to stick that under there. If the Z-axis moves too far accidentally, click the home button to stop it immediately. The platform has to be aligned in every direction, just as a reminder. And make sure that you tighten up all your screws and all that stuff. That's very important. We'll go back to home. Alrighty. Alrighty. Nice and square. Tighten everything up. Alrighty. Now that we've tightened up our build plate, what we want to do is go back, and in Tools we want to hit this Z = 0 and enter. And we are level. And as you can see, we are nice and squared up with our LCD screen. Look how beautiful and clean this thing looks. Anyways, let's get back to her. Now, next what we want to do is rise the platform to about 120 millimeters. Go to 10, up, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. And now that bitch is way up there. Alright, so now we got lots of room to fuck around with our resin vat. Back to this ugly mug. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is grab your resin vat. Now you can't really tell. Well, you can kind of tell if I go like this. You can see the reflection. I have fat film in there. So, what you want is a taut fat film. If you're a drummer, you want that shit to sound like a snare drum. That's what I'm talking about right there. So yeah, obviously keep your fat film taut. If it is not, tighten up them screws around there, and then you're good to go. Alrighty, so now we're actually going to, I cleaned my vat, which is great and all, but I haven't tested my LCD screen yet. So, what we're going to do, I've already raised my platform. We're going to click this here back button. We're going to hit this here detection button. And we're going to select an image. So we've got this image right here, and we're going to click next. And as you can see, there's the image. What? Alright, back, detection. Let's see if it can detect this image. What? Oh, look at that. Look at that LCD beautifulness. Alright, let's click detection again. And let's do a full screen. Let's test it. Ah, would you look at that? Isn't that just the most beautiful LCD screen you ever did see? Alrighty, so fat film has been tightened. Alrighty, so the next big, most important part really is printing. So I've got my USB that came with the printer. Plug that into the side there. And I have my clean resin vat, as you can see. And I have, probably should have got it out already, my resin. I'm using the Nova 3D washable resin, white. That is my experimenting testing resin. And then we got masks and gloves and all that stuff. I guess we will do things properly and put on a mask, because I don't want to hear people bitching that I wasn't putting on a mask while I was pouring resin. So it says here, keep in mind this is my first time actually using this printer. I will have much better videos in the future. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I'm all COVID ready. You know I'm going to pull this mask down and smell my resin, because I feel like I have to. Gotta shake that shit up. I'm going to put on my gloves too, so I don't get none of it on my skin. Alrighty, so now what you're going to want to do is bend over and cough. Alrighty, we're all gloved up and masked up. I'm ready to pour some chemicals into our resin chemical vat. Here we go. So there's no line on this resin vat, so it's not a half, it's a third. I mean, it has a smell to it, but it's not like super fucking strong. I'd say that was about a third. Ha! Alrighty, I got a resin vat all filled with resin. Looks like milk. I'm gonna put some cereal in it and I'm gonna eat it. No, I ain't gonna do that. Ha! Okay. Now we can very carefully pick this up and stick stick it in our printer. Alright, so nice and easy. Push it all the way tight to the back. And tighten these red screws down. I'm going to close this door to make sure nothing gets inside. Now we can get going. Now, we're going to get printing. So, what I'm printing actually, if you follow me on Instagram, I need to get over here and take a sip of beer and then restart that whole sentence. Because the lighting looks way better over here, and if I walk over there, then I start looking like a troll real quick. So, for anyone who follows me on Instagram, you might know that I don't fucking post very much anymore because I fucking fail. But anyways, I am going to be posting more. I have cameras now and it's all good. But anyways, if you do follow me on Instagram, I do actually post to my story often still. I have been printing quite a few miniatures, as I was showing earlier in the videos. So what I'm actually doing is I'm going to print a little alien guy. I'm saying alien guy because for those of you who don't know about Warhammer, I was a bit of a Warhammer nerd when I was younger. I didn't really play the game very much, but I was really into painting and collecting them. So what I am actually printing, for those of you who are or were Warhammer nerds, is I am printing a Tyranid Gene Stealer. It's my first print on the resin printer, so I was a little nervous and I didn't want to do anything huge. So I figured, why not start with a little Gene Stealer? So yeah, that's what we're going to be printing. So that's what I'm going to show you what to do and how to do it. That wasn't a plug, by the way. I'm going to drink it like this. I'm sure you know what kind of beer that is. Alrighty, so now you're going to want to insert that USB memory into that there little hole in the side right next to your power button. So if you didn't notice it, it was next to your power button, because I guarantee if you got this far, you've seen your power button. So yeah, it's right next to that thing. Anyways, make sure you wear a mask and gloves when you're pouring and messing around with resin. Yada yada, blah blah blah. Close your door after you've put your resin vat in there to keep contaminants out and all that fun stuff. Okay, so what I actually used to make my file was the Photon Workshop V2. So as you can see here, I have my Gene Stealer. I'm using pretty much all stock settings. I have put the tree supports on him, and I have my support, hold on, if I go to my supports here, I have my support set to, I believe, 70-degree auto support angle, and everything else is pretty stock. Like I'm fairly confident that this is gonna hold. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. He's a pretty small character. He's only about 5 milliliters of resin worth. So yeah, there's my guy. I'm gonna probably get way more into this designing and detailing for you guys, and I'll really be able to show you guys what I'm really getting into. I don't really want to give everything away right away, so obviously y'all will have to wait. But yeah, this program is like super fucking cool. So I've saved it. I've sliced it to, using this button right here, I've sliced it, and now it's on my USB card, and now we are going to print. So after your print is done, you're gonna want to throw it in a isopropyl wash, and after that, I usually wash any model for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes is good. I don't go less, I don't go more, no matter what the models are. And then I actually rinse it a little in the sink after it's done. When you pull it out of the wash, you're still gonna have supports all over it. And what I like to do personally is I like to pull all my supports off right after the isopropyl wash, and then I cure afterwards. After you cure, the supports are going to be hard and a lot harder to remove. You might need a file or some clippers or something. So I like to actually remove my supports right after the bath, and then I will throw a fresh print right on the curing, right in the curing station. Curing depends on how big the model is. Usually a small, like 35mm model, a little miniature, I'll only cure for like 2 to 3 minutes. The bigger stuff I might go as long as 10 minutes. The more you cure, the harder things will get, but the more brittle things will get. So there's kind of like a soft spot you want to find. I will actually throw some braces in sometimes with the curing, and once the braces will bend but not quite snap, that's usually when I stop curing my prints. So yeah, that's my video. I just kind of gave you guys the basics of how to resin print. There will be a lot more videos. This was a video on my first print. I have printed a lot of stuff since. I have some really big characters. I'm gonna throw a bunch of pictures up here soon, up in the corner. But yeah, I've been printing some pretty serious looking shit. I'm really stoked, and if you guys are interested in getting any high quality prints from me, hit me up. I'll be making a Facebook page and an Instagram very soon. Yeah, we got prints on prints on prints, man. I love my resin printer. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. The clear prints are unreal. Like, absolutely unreal. I'm going to show you guys a bunch of pictures. But yeah, again, thanks everyone for watching. Sorry it's been so long. I got a GoPro now, so I will be posting a lot more in the upcoming weeks. Plus the weather's getting warmer soon. Yeah, buddy. Stoked. Much love, everyone. Thanks for watching. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not sponsored by Anycubic. But hey, by the way, Anycubic, if you want to sponsor me, hit me up. I'm always available. Peace. Thanks for watching. Flip the bird.